You have to have your.
Now it is. Streaming. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's episode of Wizards and Class. Bunch of us friends and family sitting around playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are playing a Dark Tower campaign based off of Stephen King's Dark Tower series. Don't own any of the rights to it, but just having fun with it. Mixture of homebrew and 5e rules. Don't like it, don't care. So last time we played was right after the wolves were killed. There was a very tense standoff between Zoros and Reggie, which Reggie then got the backing of the rest of the townsfolk to kind of stand up and tell the group to get lost, basically. So they left and Father Callahan decided to join them. Y'all went to the bunker to the north, and after a lot of electricity, feel confident that you did some damage to it. Don't know if it's offline or not, but that was fun.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't get shocked at all.
Exactly. Then you guys headed west, following the path of the beam, and that led you back to the original bunker that you saw that the doors were closed, but this time the doors were open. You found a note from someone who was supposed to be stationed there, but was not currently at his station, talking about how he could not believe that Drago put him in this shit of a shift. You guys continued down the hallway of the bunker that went for a couple miles till you found a bunch of the horses that the wolves rode on, kind of off and plugged in, charging. And then you found a door that looked like the door to an old Victorian style house. You went inside the door and stepped into the grand foyer of an old Victorian style house. And on the floor was the body of one of the Root children, who, when Father Callahan went to inspect it, saw that it was very gaunt and emaciated, and he turned the neck and showed you 2 puncture wounds on the child's neck. And he looked up at you and says that this is very familiar to him. And that is where we left off. So just to kind of give you a recap of what this place looks like. This is a massive entranceway to an old house. You see that right in the front of you, there are stairs that are leading up to a second floor. And you see 5 sets of double doors around this room. Looking up and around, you can see that it is very dark in here. There's pretty much no light coming through. Looking around, you don't see any windows from where you are. Do this.
So first and foremost, I'm going, or Etha's going to touch his chest, and everybody around him sees him kind of like move a little bit faster than he normally does, and I'm going to just cast mirror image.
Casting what?
Mirror image.
So you see 3 copies of F kind of step out from him, and every time he moves, all of them move in the same way. It's a little disconcerting.
Can you dance a little? I want to see this happen.
Yeah, we all dance simultaneously in the exact same way.
Oh, bring out the light baby. Let him dance with us.
Hamster dance.
I think that probably would not be the best idea. That might actually, announce our presence versus us being able to try and see without, calling everything to us.
So at the moment, Azair, Hamilton, Zoros, and Luna, you all can see just fine. Rancent, Eth, Father Callahan, Faustus, you all are in near pitch black.
Oh, that's fine. I just grope around wildly to figure out where the rest of the party is.
Hey, get your hands off me.
Woo, found one.
Looking at the map, what are those? Is the green thing in the middle? Is that where the body is?
No, that's like a little shrubbery.
And it's a shrubbery. Got it.
Does somebody have a
Faustus,
torch?
Faustus says, "Here, I can do something," and he touches the head of his flail, and you see it kind of erupt with a dim red light. So it's creating a dim light in the area. And he says, I figure red might be a little less outstanding as, just plain white light.
Good call.
So we see basically 5 doors and a staircase.
You see 5 doors and a staircase.
And other in the foyer, it's rather unremarkable. There's no other couple shrubs and the carpet.
There's a couple shrubs, there's a couple chairs. One thing you do notice is that everything in here is coated with a thick layer of dust. Kind of like it hasn't been cleaned in quite a long time. But you do see the only part that's clean is pretty much the area of the rug leading up the stairs. So it seems like that is the most traveled path in this area.
There's also dust on the floor itself other than the carpet.
Yes.
Are there footprints, foot tracks?
Make a perception check. Actually, we'll go investigation because you're actually looking for it.
23.
Looking around, you don't see any tracks in any of the dust.
That's a little disconcerting.
I say we check out the rooms.
Before we go up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else? Any disagree?
I agree.
Okay, so let's start with the room. I know we're not supposed to see the letters, but let's just start with C2.
C2. Okay. Okay, these double doors are currently closed.
Rancent, let's check for traps.
First, I'm going to become the wind.
You be the wind. I'm gonna stay away from your stealthy wind now.
I am the wind.
You are the wind.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and investigate for traps first.
Okay. It does not seem trapped, does not seem locked.
That means that's all yours.
All right, I'll go ahead and open the door to C2.
Okay. As you look into C2, there seems to be a kind of like a little sitting room. There are a couple couches, a couple little bushes. There is a rug in the middle. And then there is a bookshelf that has some old books on it.
Is it as dusty as the other rooms?
It
Or
is
the hallway?
yep, it is as dusty as all of the other rooms in the hallway and what you've seen.
All right. Let's have F. Why don't you go check out the bookcase? Because, well, books are your thing.
Okay, I'll come in and look at the bookcase.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
19.
So you looking through the books, you find a couple journals, you find a couple books, you find one of them entitled The Canterbury Tales. You find another one that is titled Interview with the Vampire. You find just a bunch of different books.
I'll flip through the journals. Do they appear to have any recent entries?
No, you see the kind of flipping through of some of them. The last entry on one of them is on April 2nd of 1262. Looking through another one, you see October 21st of 1729. They're all just old journals.
Okay, I'll let everybody know that they appear to be from all times, like, because I knew the books as you were reading them. Like, I would be familiar with the Canterbury Tales, Interview with a Vampire. Would I be?
Give me a roll a d20 for me.
Okay. $13.
So when you were on the run, the last thing that that you remember was you kind of remember a couple different things. You remember at one point it was 1986, and then other things as you were on the run, time got weird. Like, you then remembered being in 1994. You remember, like, some of these books you might have read. Interview with the Vampire. It just depends on how into fiction and horror stories you were in before you went on the run.
Okay, I'll at least let them know that the dates from the journals were from ancient times, like all over, like the 1200s, 1700s. So I don't really know what's going on at this point.
While us doing that, I'm going to pull back the carpet, see if there's anything under it.
Okay, you pull back the carpet. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sorry, Eth.
Okay. You manage to kind of cough a little bit as a wave of dust just gets kind of tossed in your direction as Zoros lifts up the carpet. Underneath the carpet is beautiful hardwood floor that is untouched by dust because the carpet has been sitting on top of it for who knows how long.
Okay.
Should we check the
Ranson,
secrets?
check the floor for secret doors or anything.
I mean, I'm not a dwarf. I don't find hidden architect. I'll try.
I don't know. Do we have anybody that can do that?
I mean, I scramble around investigating. It was decent.
I mean, you look, you don't find any hidden doors or anything like that.
Okay, after looking under the carpet, I go over to the couch and very gently I begin to lift the cushions so that we are not dealing with dust mites getting in F's hair again.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. I got your back. Oh shoot, hang on. That's skills, yes.
Mhm.
Investigation. What did I
Okay,
roll?
you picking up the cushions on the couch, you find about 3 copper, but
Ooh.
that's it.
That should be mine. Since you took my thing, go look in the other couch too.
You want to look in the other couch, or is that for both couches?
That was for both couches.
I got 3 copper. All right. Is there anything else to look at in here?
Not that you can see.
Okay. Let's. Any objections to moving on to C3?
Nope, let's go to C3.
I mean, yeah,
Back
we
to the
can
door.
go up to the door on the left.
Yep. Same thing. I say we have Ransom check it for traps, all that good stuff.
I mean, seems fine.
Okay, does not look trapped or locked.
Okay. Again, I'll open the door.
Okay, in this room, you do find a long dining table. There are 10 chairs placed around it. There are plates of rotted, rancid food all along the table. You do see the bodies of about 3 other room children that look gaunt and emaciated as well.
Can I check to make sure that they also have the little
Punctures.
puncture?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
No, 7.
You look around and it's not hard to find the the necks. They are corpses, and they do all seem to have the 2 bite marks on their neck.
So at this point, I would probably look at Callahan. Father, I'm going to look to you for your guidance since you seem to know what these things are. Is there a way that these things can harm us? And I'm pointing at the root children.
As you ask Father Callahan this, you hear a soft voice.
Oh, not good.
My, those children are quite dead. They won't hurt you.
Do
And then
everybody hear that voice? Or was that just me?
everybody heard it. It was kind
Okay,
of like
good.
a soft, almost like a soft whisper. And then you hear another one. They were so delicious. Have you come to be our next meal?
No, but is this a voice we've heard before?
Nope, you have not heard this voice before.
I will start looking around everywhere to see where this voice is coming from.
Okay, roll a perception.
Evan.
7. You look and look around, but you can't place the where the voice is coming from. And you hear another voice that you haven't heard before. Oh, look for us all you want. We are masters of staying in the shadows. Well,
A light switch in this room?
is it time to feast? I
I
believe
don't think
so.
so.
I am quite ravenous.
I hope there's soup. Man, I hope this is worth the soup.
Or some beans.
It's called rancid soup.
I'll still eat it.
I know you would.
Well, this isn't good.
Was everybody in the room?
Yeah, everybody is in the room.
Okay, and nobody sees anything.
F was the only one that was looking around if you want.
I would
look
like
around.
to look around for the
Is
voice.
it in perception or investigation?
It would be perception.
Nobody's
Okay,
here.
roll.
I got a 20.
Where'd you roll? Oh, from there.
I just pressed the number. Yeah. Press the number.
I rolled a 14.
Luna, you are the only one that is kind of pinpointing where the voices are coming from. And you look up in the corners of the room, up on the ceiling, you see 3 humanoids seemingly just clutching onto the ceiling, but not really holding anything. And all of them are looking at you. And they say, oh, well, I guess we have been spotted. But that doesn't mean we can't have fun. And we can go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay.
You guys look up, look up. There's something. Oh, I see. I'm on a 20 thing.
Okay.
Did you find that?
Yeah, 17. Where's your 20?
Right, so you just have to hit initiative and it should roll for you. And it's on this, well, it's up here by your page.
Right here.
Okay. Let's see. Everybody rolled in D&D Beyond, so I can easily just put it all in from here.
Wasn't that helpful?
It was.
We are so awesome. Don't kill us.
By the way, for those of you using mobile, if you just press on the number, it should bring up a small little window that you can choose to roll with advantage or disadvantage. Should.
You hold it down?
Yeah, press and hold.
Oh, cool. Nice.
You're welcome.
Okay. First up is the vampire spawn that
Ooh.
is currently right next to I think I had this one as Luna.
Ugh.
So
Can I throw on my cloak of displacement?
do you have that on?
See.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's equipped. It's got a little red dot next to it. So
Okay. So it is
there you go.
equipped, so they get disadvantage when they're attacking you. You watch as this vampire spawn just starts to crawl down the wall, never taking its dark eyes off of you, Luna. And it is going to reach out and strike you with its claws. Does a 15 hit you?
Yep. Actually, is that a disadvantage?
That was a disadvantage. What
Hmm.
armor are you wearing?
It says she's a 14.
says armor class 14.
I'm just trying to find what armor you're wearing.
It says
Yeah, you're not wearing any armor. Hold on.
was I supposed
She
to?
says she's supposed to have scale mail.
But I
in her
don't have it
inventory.
equipped, I guess.
Yeah, but
right?
yeah, but you should, if you have it, you should have it equipped. I think that's
Wait a second, real quick. So
Equipment makes my armor class 16.
so it does not hit you on its first strike. Second attack is a 16 to hit. So it does hit you. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
$11.
Okay. So the vampire spawn lashes out at you with its first claw, but misses due to your cloak of displacement. The second time, it lashes out with its claws, and you expect to feel pain, but instead, it grabs you by the arm and pulls you closer to it. You are currently grappled by this vampire spawn. But that is its turn. So we are up to you, Luna. You can use an action to break free of the grapple, or you can attack or do anything. Basically, at the moment, your movement is 0.
Well, I can't do anything else to it because he's too close. So I'll break 3. How do I break free?
Strength saving throw.
And hold on. So give me an athletics check.
Well, 14.
Okay. You do manage to break out of its grapple. So that is your action. You could still move if you want to. Or if you do move, it will get an attack of opportunity on you. But you are free to move in.
But that's her attack, right?
Yeah, if you have any bonus actions, you can do that. But your action was to break free of the grapple.
So bonus actions would be prepping a spell or something like that, right?
I mean, there are spells that are bonus action spells.
I've
Are
already,
the flying dishes of
It's a ranged attack. But you would need to do the attack action to be able to attack with them. It's not something you could just attack with a bonus action.
I'm gonna move
Okay.
so that I'll be able to shoot him later. Who's down the
he
way
gets a
from
second
me?
attack at you. if you
Well, and if I stay there, he's gonna attack me next time, right?
maybe not. I'll come help you.
All right, then I guess I stay. So then, if I don't move, that was my turn, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, I'll stay.
Okay. Vampire spawn number 2 crawls very slowly down the walls and makes its way over to the resident wizard. And it is going to make an attack on you, but rolled an 8. So it's going to do its second attack on you and rolled a 10.
That also misses.
Good turn. Azair. She's just like, oh, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do.
Don't do fire.
And no fireballs, no fireballs.
Actually, you should cast fire for her because then it'll cast and then we can razz her even more.
Okay, well, how about this?
I think that's a great plan, Kev.
I know.
We're recording.
It's okay. He'll learn to not antagonize the DM in a little bit.
I'm not antagonizing, I'm encouraging you because you're doing
No,
such a
he
great
won't.
job.
It's nice not to be the world's biggest target for one night.
You watch Azair, and you kind of hear like the cracking of bones, and you see fur start to erupt from her body as she falls forward onto all fours. And standing in front of you is this massive hulking dire wolf
Ooh, nice.
And she leaps over the table and lands next to the vampire that is attacking F. And she will make an attack. I'm going to look at something real quick. Okay, that is what I needed to find out. You see her lash out with her jaws and just sinks her teeth into the vampire spawn that was attacking F, dealing 21 points of damage to that vampire spawn. You hear the vampire spawn kind of hiss in pain. And that is her turn. Hamilton is up next.
He didn't roll a 1?
No, he did not. He rolled an 18.
Wow.
I know, right? That's probably what happens when I'm the one that rolls it for him.
I think that's the first time ever.
He is going to he is right here. He's going to come up to the one attacking Luna. And he is going to hit it with his it looks like he's not using the Great Sword of Wounding. He is using one of the glowing light swords. So he is going to attack with that. First attack hits, and he is going to pump a divine smite into it. Uh, 8 plus 8. He does 20 points of damage as you see him slash, and a strange radiant light also envelops the vampire spawn, and you hear it just scream in pain.
Yay.
He'll take his second attack. That'll hit for 8 more points of damage. Okay, Faustus.
Does he let go of me and his damage?
You already got let go.
Yeah, you're not being held by it at the moment.
You escaped. Do you have athleticism?
Sorry.
You're fine.
So
Means my cloak still works for my next
Your
turn.
your cloak does still work because you have not taken damage. I had to look at that specifically.
Well, I thought it said that it worked unless that I was restrained.
No, I
It
think
still
it
won't moving or otherwise unable to move.
You were
we
not, incapacitated or restrained. Grapple is something different than restrained. I guess, yeah, it wouldn't work because of the grapple. You weren't able to.
It stops working as long as I'm being held, I thought, and then if I take damage, it doesn't work that turn, but it will start again the next turn, it will work. Says if you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. But it's not even my turn, so sorry.
I'll bring this.
So a grapple would not stop it from being from working, because you could still move, like you could still move around, you just can't move away. So it would not stop the cloak displacement. Faustus is going to cast Sacred Flame at the. Oops, I moved the wrong person. So Faustus is going to cast Sacred Flame at Vampire Spawn number 3. So that is a dexterity saving throw. He does manage to make the save. Okay. So you see Faustus like throw a ball of radiant fire at the vampire spawn still up on the ceiling, but the vampire spawn easily dodges out of the way. Zoros, we are up to you.
Woohoo! I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and guess I'll go ahead and start whacking at this thing. Which one am I closest to?
You're kind of in between the one that's attacking F and the one that's still up on the wall at the bottom.
And we've got. I guess I'll take on the one that's on the wall. Can I
Okay.
reach it?
You cannot, because these walls are about 10 feet high and it's literally like.
And I'll go
on
hit
the
S.
ceiling.
I'll go hit S then.
Okay. In Zoros's rage, he just runs by and knocks over a lot of the chairs, sending the bodies of some of the children just kind of flying. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay, where do I make my attacks again?
So on D&D Beyond in actions, next to your weapon, you should see a
Got it.
+7. You click on the +7. That'll hit.
No, I roll damage.
Yep.
Or 9.
Okay. As you bring Justice down onto Vampire Spawn number 2, you see the slash in his skin, and you see it kind of heal up a little bit. You get the sense that it didn't do as much as you would have thought it would have done.
That wasn't slicing. That was bludgeoning.
Oh, blood. Yeah, I forgot that it's not an axe, but it's still. You see the bone kind of bend a little bit, but it doesn't do as much damage as you thought it should have done.
Okay. So I guess I'll hit him. I get 2 attacks, right?
Yep. You get 2 attacks.
Okay. Swing again. 15
That'll hit.
for 15 points of damage.
Okay, you take another whack and you hit this one across the head. Okay. Vampire Spawn number 3 is going to crawl down the wall and attempt to attack Father Callahan. First attack misses. Second attack misses as well. Rancent, we are up to you.
Hey,
So, as I understand it, we haven't done much of anything to these guys, right? They've crawled down some walls and got whacked.
I mean, 1 and 2 have taken a good amount of damage. 3 has not been touched because it just crawled down the wall.
Okay, I'm going to cast a second level ray of sickness at that one.
At which one?
Number 3, the one that has not been hit.
Okay.
I have no idea where did it. I don't know if it's a save or not.
It's a spell attack.
Okay, well, I clicked cast and it didn't do anything other than check off a box.
Next to the actual spell, there should be a like plus something.
Yeah, click on the +7.
Oh, gotcha. 11.
That does not hit, unfortunately. You see the ray of green energy shoot out, but the vampire spawn is able to just kind of duck out of the way.
That's cool. Still spins the wheel of fortune at him. Yeah, I don't know. I blanked on that. It had the cast button, so I thought it was going to roll it when I hit cast, but it just checks off the checkbox. Why is there a button that
does.
just?
I do that look, for example, for my mirror image. That way I remember, oh, that's right. I used a spell slot for that.
Right, but I also just clicked the little spell slot. I figured cast was going to roll it and check the box, not, you know.
Okay, roll a d20.
$19.
Okay, nothing happens.
Oh,
I know.
I don't think I can do anything else.
I mean, you can move if you want to, but
Yeah, I'm
that's
going to
about
move up to wherever 3 is to help block against him at least.
it. Okay, I'll have you be on the other side of him, Father Callahan.
Cool.
F, you are up.
So this guy is really close to me. I'm just gonna turn towards him and kind of like splay my fingers out, like right next to my chest, and do burning hand.
I couldn't get them.
Am I currently flanking with?
You are currently flanking with Azair.
Okay, that doesn't do anything for burning hands though, because it's a
it
dex save.
Does not, but she would be in your.
This is an evocation spell, so I'm able to wrap my spell around her to where it doesn't actually burn her.
You can use spatial, you can do stuff.
But he needs to, yeah, dex save.
That is a 25.
You don't do that.
Well, he did save, but he still takes half damage. So I rolled 11, so
Okay,
5 or 6.
6 damage to number 2.
And I will just, I'm going to stay put. I don't want to try and aggravate him anymore.
Okay, Father Callahan. What is Father Callahan going to do?
Use it for +16, and then use it for that one.
Nice.
Oh, right, you just have that as the O, and then if you want.
Father Callahan is going to cast
you could only-
Guiding Bolts at 3rd level against Vampire Spawn number 3. Ooh, that does hit. So you see you see this ball of bright radiant energy just kind of streak towards the vampire spawn and hit him as it hisses in pain. And you do see that vampire spawn number 3 is now kind of glowing a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
And with that, we are back up at the top at Vampire
Vampire
Spawn
one.
number 1, who is going to attack Hamilton, who is the only one that has done damage to it. It's going to reach out and attack with his claws, but misses. Attack with his claws again, but misses. You see the claws just kind of rake across his armor and you see sparks kind of fly, but does not seem to do anything to him. Luna, we are up to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna move down the wall. I think that's Faustus, right? So down
here.
closer to Faustus.
Okay, Vampire Spawn number 1 is going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
So anytime I move from him, he's gonna get an attack on me?
Anytime you move out of an enemy's hit range, they can attack you.
Okay, so hang on. Can I, if I shoot at the one that everybody else is around, what number is that, 2?
2.
2.
Can I reach that one from there if I just fire at that one and stay where I'm
Yeah,
at?
yeah, you can throw your plates at it.
Okay, so my plates have been dipped in my ice.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. This could be frozen. It's okay. Try it.
well, the other 2 are fire,
Okay.
which we've already decided that they can't be fire, right? Fire, lightning, ice.
So,
Now I forget what it does. I'm sorry.
it's not fun.
Yes.
Fine. It adds 2d8 cold damage to your attack.
Well, actually, now, am I right? I get 3d8, right? Because it says when you're level
yep.
1,
At
I get
level
an
7.
extra one.
Yep. So it'd be
Or level 7.
it'd be 3d8 cold damage on top of the damage it already does. So
Okay,
total, if you hit, it'd be 4d8 damage.
okay. So, the first thing that I need to do is roll the hit from the plates of my mother, yes?
Correct.
Why does it just say B?
Oh, you changed the dice.
Oh, that's still a 33. So
Oh, there it is.
it's
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oh, okay, that's what B is. All right, so I got 33. I'm
Nat 20.
assuming it hits.
it does.
So now I hit the 2d8 plus 4 for the damage from the plates of my mother, and then I do the other d8.
Yeah. So click on the damage for the plates of my mother, and then roll 6 more d8s.
Okay,
Did 15.
6 more.
So then hit this. And then D8.
Okay, so
Hit
16.
again. And 6. Just the D8.
Uh-huh,
Is that 5?
yes.
Okay, now roll it. 19 more.
So the 6, 19, and 15. Right?
30,
21 plus
35, 41.
41 points to number 2. It is looking extremely rough, but it is still up.
Nice.
Okay.
You just have that one attack, right?
No, you have 2 attacks.
Oh, so
You wanna
now I
hit
do
it
the
again?
plates of my mother again.
Okay.
The 13, right? With the ice.
Yep.
Yes,
If I hit, I got 31.
that'll hit.
Okay, and then my first one for them
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's dead.
is
Okay.
a 12.
Woo! Nice job, Luna.
You see it kind of from the first attack, you see its body kind of freeze over, and when you unleash that second attack, the body frozen solid just crumbles into small pieces.
So he did shatter. That was going to.
It did shatter.
All right. Very cool.
letting blood on everybody.
Nice job.
And I need to look at that weapon again because I don't think that's right.
I thought I just, for the ice, I got,
No, that's fine. That part's fine. It's just for some reason, I-
13.
yeah, the 13 seems really high.
and that's what it has on my longbow too, is 13.
But she also, she would have hit that one anyway with a net 20, so it didn't much matter for this encounter. But yeah, it's probably something we should double check.
Yeah. Well, it is Azer's turn, and I will let her take her turn.
Oh, they're here?
They are, but I don't see them, so I'll go ahead and take their turn for them. Azer is going to leap over as the dire wolf to go after vampire spawn number 1. So it will go ahead and attack.
Oh, you know what, this says on a natural 20, my weapon will bounce onto another target.
Okay, Azer's bite misses. Hamilton is going to continue to attack.
1d4 target.
Wonderful.
But
DM,
Yes.
sorry, Willow was just, or
me,
yeah, she was just looking at her thing, and it says on a natural 20, it has a chance to bounce to 1 to 4 targets.
Okay, so roll a d4.
Sorry, we're still trying to figure it all out.
No worries.
I got a 2.
So it hit 2 extra targets.
So yep, you can make attack rolls on vampire spawn 1 and 3.
And this now, does the frost stuff wear off on each hit, or
I'll say no, since it's still on
Okay.
the blade, it's still considered part of that attack.
So am I gonna still roll
Yep.
with my plus 13?
For now, yes. Just because I don't know how to fix
Okay.
it just at the moment. So for now, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for the one, number 3. Can I even hit number 1?
Yeah, because it'll bounce off. So it's not, you're not like throwing it at him. It's just ricocheting around the room at this point.
Okay, so on number 1, I got a 15 for hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and then this. So that's a 7. And do I do the D8s again for the
2 rolls? How many? 3, right?
3? I
3
think
D8s,
it's
yeah.
just
3 d8s. Did 3 times. There you go.
okay. So,
ouch.
ow.
4.
So a total damage of 15 to number
15 to
1.
number 1. Okay, go ahead and do it for number 3 as well.
Okay, and so my attack is 31.
That'll hit.
That is a 4, not so great.
Mm.
Whoops, why did I do that? Okay,
Okay, now 3 D8s.
okay, so a total
19.
of 19.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
no worries. So I did both of Hamilton's attack, Faustus. Faustus, seeing that number 3 is glowing, is going to follow in the footsteps of Father Callahan and cast Guiding Bolt at first level. And he will hit. And you see more radiant fire erupt around vampire spawn number 3, and it is still glowing. Zoros, we're up to you.
Okay. Oh my God. So yes, I'm still raging.
Yes.
I am
I have to move
actions.
closer.
So I'm on, what was I on?
You were on
One.
2, but 2's dead.
Okay, so
1 is pretty much surrounded by Azair,
Okay.
Luna, and Hamilton. 3 does have room open.
okay, I'll come down to 3.
Okay.
So-
You do get advantage on your first attack against him.
Oh, nice. As advantage. Roll. 20.
That'll hit.
Ten.
Okay. And your second attack?
26.
That'll hit.
And 13.
Okay. Okay, both of the vampire spawns are looking really rough at this point.
There.
Vampire spawn number 3 is going to attack Father Callahan again because he has done the most damage so far. His first claw attack will hit. And you see this, the vampire spawn just reach out and grab Father Callahan. And you see the vampire spawn just kind of open its jaw wide and try to take a bite out of Father Callahan's neck. You see the fangs sink into Father Callahan's
Ah.
neck. And you see blood spurt out into the vampire's mouth. And you see as the vampire just kind of pulls itself away from Father Callahan's neck, the blood just dripping down his chin. It does look to be a little healthier than it was before it took a bite. And with that, we're up to Rancid.
I mean, my spells worked so well the last time. I'm just gonna stab the fuck out of him instead.
Okay. You are flanking with Father Callahan, so you do have advantage.
Okay, let me roll it again then. 20.
That'll hit.
And then my offhand. Oh wait, I forgot still advantage.
And you're not doing sneak attack damage.
I don't have it in here for some reason. Let me figure out where that is. Oh, duh. Different spot.
So 10, 9, and 4. So total of 23.
That sounds right, yeah.
You notice that it does seem to do less damage than you would think.
Yay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot it doesn't chain like Fantasy Grounds. It's not the same command.
Okay. F, we're up to you.
Since that one next to me is dead, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the one in the corner. I
Okay.
believe it's number 1.
Yep.
18
That'll hit.
for 18 damage.
You see this vampire spawn just erupt into flames and leaves behind nothing but ash.
Yay. And
That's my
then
turn.
Okay. Father Callahan is going to do a sacred flame. But the vampire is easily able to avoid the radiant fire that comes from Father Callahan. Luna, we are up to you.
Okay, I am going to use my plates of my mother dipped in ice again. Can I reach number 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, easily.
So my hit is
That'll hit.
9. So, so 19 to damage.
And you see number 3 just covered in ice, just frozen in a statue. And with that, you don't see any more movement from this room.
so because it's frozen, I mean, can we give it a whack and explode it?
Sure, you wind up and you smash it with justice and it shatters into pieces.
Ooh, I just don't want any vampires defrosting and coming and eating us later. There's nothing to search, right? I mean, the bodies, there's nothing left. They just
There
disappeared.
is nothing left on the bodies.
Okay, there's a table. Is there anything special about the table?
Just a bunch of rotted food.
Okay, and
Stinks.
it stinks. Are those bracers in the corners? Razors?
They're just vases.
Okay.
Vases.
All right. Well, then I think our work is done here. Do we want to go to C5 at that corner door, or do we want to go across the hall and hit the ones across the way first?
I wish to become the wind first.
We can keep doing it counterclockwise and go to the next doors on the right or at the
Okay.
left.
All right, let's go to C5. Queen to C5. Check.
And we're all going, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna check the door for traps and all that stuff, right, Ransom?
Already did.
Okay. I open the door, look inside.
Hold on 2 seconds.
I mean, Kevin never, or he never told me if it was good or not. I did check it though.
And just FYI, I suggest we all keep better watch up, not just in the corners of the room.
I mean, I'm skulky. I only really look down at my shoes.
Okay, Luna, I fixed your longbow and your plates, my mother. So now they are showing correct.
Just refresh.
So you guys are going
Oh, that's still really good.
through the single door or through the double doors?
Single door.
Oh, there's a single door. I didn't see that.
Okay, the door is not locked or trapped.
That means it's all yours, buddy.
Door,
Okay, got it.
inside you do see this seems to be a kitchen area. There are a couple little islands that have just rotted foodstuffs on them. You do see shelves that have pots, pans, plates, knives, dinnerware, all that sort of stuff inside this room.
Okay, I look at the corners, up in the corners of the rooms.
Give me a perception check.
And I'm right behind him on my way in, once he moves his big bulky body.
I'm a dwarf. I'm not big and bulky. You said perception?
You're bulky.
Yes.
13?
You don't see anything in the corners of the rooms or anything like that.
Anybody else want to look?
Yeah, I'll look. Perception.
Yep.
Oh, I see even less.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You're too distracted by all the rotting food on the table. Ransom, since you never said you went in, you look around and you see a room full of your companions, some rotted food on the table, and some corpses of ruined children.
I'm sorry, did you say burnt children?
Ruined children.
Oh, I thought there was barbecue and I got excited, sorry.
I mean, you do smell the smoky charness, but that was just the vampire spawn that Eth burned up.
I mean, suckle on some bone marrow, see where it takes me?
Sure. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Dude, we're going to be fighting here and you're going to be barfing your guts out.
Hey, I put food in my mouth.
It's not food, it's rancid. Rancid.
No, that's me.
Right. Same thing.
Okay.
Is it delicious?
I mean, you've had better marrow, but
All right, I'll keep trying later.
it's a little melty.
Eh,
Are the rest of you gonna come in?
Anybody else coming in?
We all will.
well, maybe I want to hang out in this marrow situation.
Or maybe somebody else can look up in the corners. I couldn't see very well.
I mean, Ransom, you can continue sucking the marrow if you want to.
Yeah, I think I will. At least one more round, see if it gets better.
Okay, give me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I got the bad marrow.
Okay. This one is a little burnt, but you know, you've had worse.
All right, I'll move on because I hear there might be rotting food on the other side.
Okay, so I'll go check out the pots and pan cabinets, look along that wall, see if there's anything over there.
Okay, give me investigation.
I don't know why this always surprises me. It's like, dumbass. Investigation. Not so great.
I mean, you see a lot of pots and pans and kitchenware. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing special.
Anybody else looking at stuff?
Yeah, I'll investigate up the wall and see what's in the cabinets, because I don't trust a man to look very well.
Okay, give me investigation.
13.
Okay, looking around, you still just see pots and pans and general cookware.
We found the spoons, huh? Right, good job. All right, nothing to see here. Let's check the door to the left, C4. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Ransom check for traps.
Ransom is currently in the other room.
Ranson, you're sucking marrow from the wrong room.
Is
There's
there
another marrow here.
better? Okay, so go into the other room and I will begin looking for marrow in here.
Before you do that, check this door for traps.
It's too late. You already said there's marrow in here.
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
You taunted me with marrow.
I mean, you don't see any corpses in here, but I mean, you think all of the people that are in here might have some good marrow in their bones.
They don't look orphany. I guess I'll go check the stupid door.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to trick you into it.
Door does not seem locked or trapped.
Okay, I open the door.
Inside here, you just see what looks to be like a small pantry. Nothing special in there.
All right, I'll do an investigation. Three. Man, I gotta stop investigating. Anybody else want to go look in there?
I can.
Take a peek.
I look around the room. Only rolled an 8.
You see a lot of like rotted foodstuffs and stores of like jars full of who knows what.
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
All right, let's go ahead and roll back into C5. And
D6.
go ahead and check that door, bud. The one to C6, the one to the top. Is that a door outside right in front of us?
That door is not there.
No, it shows it right there.
It's not there.
Seems good to me.
Oh, okay. All right, so go to C6 is fine. I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door. You do see what looks to be a bedroom. There is the body of a child on the bed, seemingly gaunt and very sallow.
Okay. Is there a dresser or anything I can go look at?
There is a chest to the left of the bed.
Manson, come check it.
I didn't even go in there.
I know. I'm calling you in the room. There's a bled out little orphan on the bed. Come check this out right after you open the chest.
I look around. What?
There is.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check if you're looking at the chest.
Looks like a chest.
Looks like a chest. You don't see any traps. Doesn't seem locked.
Go ahead and open it. Slowly.
Okay. Zoros goes and opens the chest slowly. Inside, you do find just a bunch of old clothes. It's pretty much all that is in there. But you then hear a voice. It is very rude to come into someone's house and trifle through their belongings. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, we'll leave. See ya.
Oh, I don't think it'll be that easy.
Damn it.
All right, I head over to room C6. What's going on in here, boys?
Before you even start to move, Rancent and Zoros roll initiative.
Sweet, sweet initiative.
20.
Higher than that.
Yay.
The vampire spawn that was talking just drops from the ceiling next to Zoros. Everybody in the other room, you do see this figure just kind of drop into the doorway, but it is going to make attacks on Zoros. That does not hit. That does not hit. Rancent, we are up to you.
I mean, it's there, and I'm going to fuck it up with rapiers.
Okay.
I hope. Yes.
That'll hit.
It's sneak attack applies, or
Yes, it does, because
Okay.
Zoros is with it.
just making sure.
Okay. Go ahead and do your second attack.
Yep. Oh wait, we're still flanking, aren't we?
Yep. So still advantage.
Yeah, I should have advantage on the first one, but that's fine. I still hit, so. Okie dokie. I done some stabbing.
You notice as your stabs don't seem to be doing as much damage as you would think they would. Okay, Zoros, you're up.
And there's 2 vampires in here.
There are 2 vampire spawns in there, yes.
Um. I'm gonna need to, I don't think I'm gonna rage this time. I still get the regular, I still get 2 attacks, though, right? If I'm not
Correct.
raging.
Correct.
Okay.
And you have advantage because you're flanking with Rancent.
So my first attack. is
That'll hit.
26, and damage is 14.
Second attack.
Second attack. Oh wait, they're both at advantage.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
19.
Second one hits as well. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, nice one. 15.
Okay. Vampire spawn number 2 is going to drop from the ceiling and come over and attack Rancent. Does a 16 hit you, Rancent? You're muted.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and uncanny.
Okay. It doesn't do any damage. It just grapples you and pulls you close.
I mean, that doesn't really bother me.
Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
In a strange way.
So it goes to try and bite your neck, but you manage to kind of bend away from it a little bit. So you are still grappled, but it did not bite you. If everybody else wants to roll initiative, you can.
I mean, the vampire's still trapped with me.
Yeah, you'll need to try athletics to get away, right?
No, I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna stab the fuck out of it or light it on fire right in front of me.
Oh,
I don't need to get away.
unless you want to get bit.
Doesn't bother me. He's gonna get what I got.
That's right. You were just munching marrow earlier.
Stick.
Hamilton and I both got 3s for
Well,
initiative.
Hunter's
Oh, I
there.
guess we're gonna do the chart, sorry.
Chart.
He goes through whoever's doing initiative.
I haven't, just because everybody else is rolling in D&D Beyond, so I can see it and add it in there.
Oh, sorry.
Got
Oh, you're
8.
fine.
I mean, we can start doing that. Do you answer?
Hamilton, our illustrious DM got you a 18, I think.
Right, and you come back with a 3.
You're
So, Azair, at the moment, you are currently in a dire wolf form. You
Oh,
used the
cool.
blessing of the druids and you rolled well, so you switched to a dire wolf instead of a regular wolf.
so I would like the DM to just roll for me, just because you get
Oh,
better
shit.
rolls.
And we vote to have Hamilton not be present for any more fights.
So,
What?
top of the round, we
What?
are at Luna, who is all the way on the other side of the room.
Okay, but can I hit the one that's in the doorway?
Yeah, you'd be able to hit that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with ice on my
Dishes.
dishes. I don't think that's where I want to be. There we go. Okay. I rolled a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Whoa, with a total of 17 damage.
That was awful.
Was awful. Better than the 112. Okay, and so then I'm gonna hit him again. A 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then, a total of 15 to hit again. Or damage, 15
15
damage.
damage. Okay. Okay, that was your turn. It is now vampire spawn number 1's turn, still attacking Zoros. Misses. And that one will hit. So it is going to slash at you with its claws. You take 11 points of slashing damage as it breaks you with its claws. Rancid, you are up.
So since I'm right here and I'm held, does flanking work for magic? I don't know. I didn't think so.
No,
Okay. Well, ray of sickness right in its face, I hope.
to number 2.
Whatever one's got me grappled, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack.
That's an 11.
That will not hit.
Wheel of Fortune. Also in his face. Hopefully. With a 2.
Roll a percentile.
Oh, I hate those percentiles.
That's what I'm living for at this point. 86.
86.
Making those spell slots, work double.
Zoros, you kind of watch Rancid, and he casts a spell that misses, and you start to see his like his body kind of blur a little bit, and then all of a sudden there are 3 other Rancids with him.
Oh,
We all wave vigorously. Well, 2 do. I'm grappled.
You can still wave.
I throw up a little in the back of my mouth.
Zoros, it is your turn.
All right. 2 attacks with justice. First one 24
That'll hit.
for 10 damage.
Okay.
21
That'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Okay, number 1 is looking pretty rough. Father Callahan is going to make it do a dexterity saving throw. Ooh, fails.
Yes. Go, Father Callahan.
You see it erupt in radiant damage, or radiant flame, only dealing 4 damage. Vampire spawn number 2 has Rancid grappled, so it is going to attempt to bite again. 12 misses.
So if I have mirror image up, do I not have to roll the 20 or whatever? where
It's only if it actually hits.
Oh, okay, okay.
So then it's going to try and claw you. That is a 20 to hit. So go ahead and roll to see if it hits one of the mirror.
Gotcha. 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it just has to be 6 or higher.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
You see one of the mirror image duplicates just vanish out.
And in Abyssal, I'm like, ha ha ha, dumbass.
Do all 3 of them say it?
Now only one actually speaks.
The one that shouldn't.
He could be his own harmony.
Oh, yeah, we could have sang together and I just lost one.
You see Faustus send out a radiant flame from his holy symbol, and vampire spawn number 1 bursts into flames and dies.
Just stayed on the ceiling, dude.
F, it's your turn. You do not currently see vampire spawn number 2.
I do not. I'm aware of that. Do I believe there are more?
I mean,
there.
you just heard Rancid say something in Abyssal, so
Sorry, it'd have to be Infernal. This one only knows
Infernal,
Infernal.
sorry,
Yeah,
Infernal.
I mean, I'll go around and like look in the door to see if I can see anything.
When you get about right there, you do see number 2.
Okay, I'll throw a firebolt his way.
Okay,
That is a 23 to hit
that'll hit.
for 13 damage.
Okay.
Do I have any movement left? I don't want to crowd the doorway.
What's your speed? 30?
My speed is 30.
You have 5 feet of movement left.
Then I would just like walk to, or like get on one of the sides of the door.
Okay, you can get up there.
That'll be my turn.
Azair, it is your dire wolf turn. She doesn't seem to be there.
Cast fire.
She's gonna come over here and try and bite vampire spawn number 2. That hits.
There's syrup or something all over this table. Look at my toe in the bin. That's all sticky. I have a sticky toe.
I'm gonna have to go, or I need an adult because Sticky Dave's not part of what I'm participating in. I got limits, and even I'm tapping out at that point. I'm sorry, guys.
You see Azair, well, Rancid and Zoros, you see Azair's dire wolf form take a bite out of vampire spawn number 2. Hamilton, it is your turn.
3.
You're muted.
Can I get to the vampire and
Yeah.
sweet. I didn't know if there was additional space to join the party. All right. I will take a swing.
Pick me. He's hugging me. Oh, wait, no, maybe I'm no longer hugged.
No, you're still grappled.
Okay.
It is a 28.
That'll hit.
All right.
Whoa.
That's hit number. Okay, so roll damage for one first, or do you want me to see if hit number 2 hits first?
Either way.
Okay. We'll see if hit number 2 hits. God, I like this. I like this one. 29.
That'll hit.
All right. So I need 2d8s.
Maxie.
One, 2, plus. Let's see. I will do 2d8. So that's 10 plus 14. So 24 damage for both.
24 damage for both.
Yes.
Okay. Luna, we are back up to you.
Okay, if I go to the door, can I hit him or is everybody gonna be in the way?
You'd probably have to move in a little bit. What's your speed? 30?
Um,
30.
30.
Yeah,
30.
you want to be able to get to the door. You get just like below the door.
So I can't go to the top of, I wouldn't be able to see in then, right?
Correct. Yeah, you couldn't be able to see in.
So there's really nothing I can do but move.
Okay. Rancent, you're up.
Well, since I'm out of good magic, but still have, random magic, let's see what I can trip in the face here. How about a chill touch right up in there?
Okay. Is that a deck save or is that an attack spell?
Attack spell, 17.
Okay. That'll hit.
5 points of chill touch in the wild magic. I got a 7.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh.
Yes. I always get nervous because then I'm the one that's fighting next to him and I end up with herpes or whatever.
It could be anything from herpes to a fireball. So
I know.
Okay. Zoros, you're up.
Okay. Swing twice with justice. First one. Whoops. Come on. And here we go. First one is. Oh, I'm not hitting with advantage, am I?
No, you are not because you're not flanking. Right?
First one misses. Second one, 18 hits.
Yep, that hits.
And I do 11 points of damage.
Okay. Father Callahan won't be able to get in, so he'll just kind of stay right there. Vampire spawn number 2 is going to attempt to bite Rancent. 18.
uncanny still. I can see it.
Yeah.
But yes, it'll hit.
So you take 17 points of damage. So uncanny would be 8 points of damage.
Don't you still have one of your duplicate clone things?
Oh, true, you do.
Oh, I do. Yeah, you're right. They didn't all get killed, so let me go back and do that instead.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Applicant.
Yeah, it hits the clone.
Okay,
It's a
so
mirror image.
okay, so then no damage to that, and it's going to claw at you,
Oh, uncanny. That
but
if it hits.
misses. It misses.
Yay.
Okay, Faustus can't really get anywhere to see anything. F.
If I
Robert?
step in, is there just too much stuff around him at this point to throw a
I-
firebolt?
I'd say you'd be able to shoot it over Zoros's head because he is.
Okay,
3'8".
then I'll attempt to throw another firebolt in his face.
Okay.
17.
Okay, that does hit.
And that'll be for 9 damage.
And this vampire spawn bursts into flames and dies.
Yay!
Oops.
All right, since we're all in here, let's turn this room upside down, look under the bed, pull up the rug gently. Is there dust and stuff in here too?
There is that layer of dust in here as well.
Well, that's why at least we figured out why that is now. Because they don't walk on the floor, they walk on the ceiling. So yeehaw. But yes, we will gently search the room under the beds, carpet, see if there's any secret, anything
Okay, roll an investigation.
I'm looking for.
I mean, you know me, new
Can I
vampire.
assist him?
Sure.
Again, I am inept at my thing. You gonna do investigation?
I'm not in the
Oh.
room.
Who else?
I rolled an 18.
There you go.
You guys search, turn over the room, don't find anything in here. Ransom, give me a Constitution saving throw.
And this one's gonna be succulent too. He hugged me for a while. Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, pretty good.
Sweet, sweet marrow.
All right. I guess Ransom, let's head back into C5 and check out the Corvette room, C7. Check the door.
Doesn't seem locked, doesn't seem trapped.
All right. I'll open the door.
Okay. In this room, you do see it's kind of like a study of sorts. There is a table that is just a lot of paper all over it. You see books and shelves along the walls. Give me an investigation check.
Perception?
Zoros. Investigation.
And I'm gonna follow him in this time before I get
Ooh.
locked out.
19.
Zoros, on the table, there is something that catches your eye. It looks like a rod.
Like a fishing rod?
Like a magic wand type thing.
No, more kind of like a 3-foot like metal pole, basically.
Are there-
Interesting. Let's have can we check the ceiling? Do we when I rolled that, are we checking everything or are we just looking at the dresser or whatever?
I mean, you look around and you didn't see anything on the ceilings.
I heard the phrase 3-foot metal rod, and I immediately rush in to lick the rod.
Okay, I
Is
call
there dead bodies, dead children's bodies in here?
There are not.
Lethan to come look at the rod I found. Rod, this is quite the rod, isn't it? Is it magical?
Does anyone
So-
have prestidigitation or anything so we can polish this rod?
Does
So
the
I
rods
would be able to
match,
tell
the
you if it
balls?
was magical, but we would have to wait like 10 minutes for me to do so.
Okay, but we could take a short rest, right? Get a couple hit points back and
Now, short rest, we'd probably have to wait like an hour. But if you don't mind actually, waiting for 10 minutes, I can ritually cast detect magic.
yeah, let's see, because yeah,
Faustus do anything? To
can
check?
Faustus, can anybody identify it?
I can identify it, but there's no point in identifying it if we don't know that it's magical.
Right.
Right now, all we know is it's a rod.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you do your thing. I don't know what the hell it is. You two.
Okay, so I will sit down for the next 10 minutes, ritually cast detect magic.
Okay. 10 minutes go by, you get you do get a pretty strong glow from this rod.
Okay, then we'll spend another 11 minutes for me to identify it.
Okay. So while you are kind of staring at this rod, you do notice that it has a hoop at the end of it. And as you are kind of identifying it and seeing what it kind of getting the essence of what it does, as you're sitting there, you kind of look at it and you hear F kind of say a word that you've never heard it before. You don't even really know what it is. But you watch as basically this radiant fire just kind of forms in the hoop, and it creates almost like the head of a warhammer made out of this radiant fire.
Oh man. I drool
feel-
a little bit.
I mean, I can't use war hammers. So I hold it up and I say, who wants a magical war hammer?
I mean,
Yes, please.
I'm more into swords than hammers, so by all means, I have no. It's all you, man.
Then I will hand it off to Zero.
0.
Here's a magical rod. Enjoy.
A pierced
I'm gonna-
magical rod.
I'm gonna go play with it in the corner for a little bit. Wow. See though, I'm torn because I love Warhammers. I had that one forever.
Zoros, I added the weapon to your inventory.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Just pull down and it will refresh it.
refresh it. Ooh, that's it says it's a great axe.
It's just the base of the weapon that I created. But it's still kind of like how your justice isn't technically a
Real thing.
warhammer, but it's an axe. So with that, we will actually end it here because this is a pretty good stopping point. So thank you for joining in. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a good night.